Hello friends, Dr. Groovy, Scott Grove, GroovyMusicLessons.com. Today is June 22nd of 2015. Yeah, I'm doing this part early for a guitar that a friend just gave me. Real quick, why the fuck do I look like this? I've told some of you about it. I have a very advanced, very quickly advancing and potentially fatal, probably fatal, which is always fun, but I honestly don't care. I really don't. I'm just tired of getting all this stuff, and I'm ready for my dirt nap, kids. I really am. So, don't feel sorry for me, because I welcome it. And if it does happen, great, honestly. But anyway, without going further into that, again, it's cellulitis. It's in my head. It's getting into my brain. It's more shit to fuck me up. Thank you very much if anybody out there it does exist. I have to wear this. I just take it off every now and then when I have to do a review, just so I'm not disgusting and repulsive looking, and try to comb the hair over all the shit that's going on. But you've seen the commercial where the chick can actually goes in, buys a pack of cigarettes or whatever, and then it costs you more than whatever their cashier says. Well, I need more, and she just reaches over and pulls off a huge hunk of her skin and lays it down on the counter. Well, that's what I can actually do the same thing. Not that I want to, but these are on because I can't help myself. I honestly just can't help but reaching up here and pulling that shit off. My hair stays there somehow, but I can rip the skin off around it. Not like little sunburned skin, but we're talking right down to the fucking skull. So this is nasty, nasty shit that just bleeds and is gross as hell. So this is for my own inability of self-control. I can't keep my hands out of there, so I have to cover my head, and I wear these 24/7, except for if I'm coming on to try to do a review, then it's crazy. Anyway, to start this video, again, I'm not, of course, using my microphones or anything for this part. I will when I get this done. That's about my buddy Jason, for reasons which I'll read you shortly, sent me, sound like Peter Brady going through puberty, the Peavey Falcon. As you can see, it's missing a truss rod cover. It's got one odd pickup in there that's kind of wired weird and blah blah blah, and it's not original. The other two are, and got a cool Kaler on it. I love these guitars with all my might. USA made, blah blah blah. Missing the trim cover as well. But otherwise, the neck is in great shape, feels great. I've plugged it in. Everything works, but this pickup is wired weird, so it's kind of got it's wired out of phase actually. But it's got the correct knobs on it, which is strange. Just to find something that still has the correct knobs. So anyway, today, oddly enough, had a few deliveries and more to come. That's why I can't take a shower yet today, because the FedEx man is bringing something that I have to sign for. And they called me twice on Saturday and said to stay here because they're delivering something. The fuckers never did. So I'm still here on Monday waiting for them, and I can't take a shower until they come because there's nobody else here to sign for it. And of course, the 10 minutes that it will take me to shower, that's when they're going to come. They always do. But my wife came home from the post office for lunch, and to help, she always gets all my packages, all of them, kids. She brought those to me, and the 3 packages that showed up via USPS happened to be the 3 parts that I ordered to take care of that guitar. The actual trim cover for that guitar, the actual Truss rod cover, yes, the one cut out for the locking nut for the Falcon only for that model. How do I find all this shit? I'm Dr. Groovy. And bam, bitches. Yes, a real pick guard and the real pickups and the real electronics, all for this exact guitar, same year, same everything, ready to put in there just the way it is. Only thing is, this pick guard has been on something that has been smoked around for a long time, and this pick guard is much wider, so I'm just going to put all the electronics onto this pick guard, or this scratch plate for you overseas, and then put the correct knobs back on here, so the guitar will be back to 100% correct. Hopefully today, as soon as that guy gets here, I'll take my shower and put this guitar together, or I can put it together while I'm waiting for him, but I wanted to make this video before I put it together. Okay, I usually don't think of these things, I just show them to you after it's all said and done. So oddly enough, everything, like I said, the only three things so far that have came today are all for that guitar. I think I searched for all three things the same day and ordered them all from all over God's green earth, and ta-da, there they are. Okay, Jason. Okay, Jason Simon. He has been doing some of my lessons, but his son has been the main one involved in taking my lessons and so forth, and then they got the great mother, Lenore. So it's for the whole family, and Mama Tried, song by Merle Haggard, has been the only request from Mom for me to sing, so hey, it's going to happen. You know, whether it's today or, you know, a week from now, just whenever I can, if I'm still alive. And I say it laughingly because I honestly am at the point where I just don't give a fuck. I'm ready for it. Please, Calgon, take me away. Anyway, the letter from Jason, I would share it with you guys because it's beautiful. It says, "Howdy, my friend. I hope this reached you well." Again, it was just sent free, and here it is. "I know your collection inside and out, and aside from this guitar being one of the ones you suggested, I understand that it does not meet your specifications as a keeper." Yeah, that honestly does, dude. I suggest it to everybody, and it's going nowhere. Any guitar that people keep or give me like this for reasons like yours, I don't mess with. I keep them, but this is one I will play because it's a fabulous guitar and it's getting ready to be more fabulous. It says also it has a bridge pickup that is wrong, a truss rod cover missing, and needs a setup. This is meant to be a gesture of gratitude. Isn't that flipping cool? I mean, it makes you want to live. It says, "I also figured you may see some potential in it and make your own damn back plate and truss rod cover, 'cause you can," in great big letters. You also forget I'm very resourceful in finding everything I want. So this is awesome. "I am basically an unpaid caregiver to my mother, and believe you me, I would have loved to have sent you something more expensive, eclectic, elaborate, in order to commemorate all you have done for all of us." You know, makes me want to open up my things again so you guys can all comment again, but I will not because too many shitheads. If you guys were all as great as this dude, fuck. And like Will's new video said, why is it that all of us just love guitar so much, but not any two of us can fucking get along? Like he said, I'm giving Will all the credit for this, and I've noticed it too, but Will posted it, so I give him credit. Yeah, nothing worse than people who all love guitars, but not two of them can fucking get along. What the fuck? I don't get it. Man, it's just like, I tried for, 9 years now that I've been trying this on here, and it's all been since I was 41. I'm 50 now, that I've been here on YouTube, that I've been just since I had my first stroke, and I've been trying to help just do my legacy thing, and now that's almost to an end. So again, I'm fine with it. Don't pity me. be glad that I'm ready to leave this fucking place. Anyway, it says, so take good care of yourself and please stay in touch, and then phone numbers and how he got the number. Oh, and it says, gotta dig the Fender vintage style thermometer style case that he sent it in. That's another beautiful thing. From Jason Simon. And here we have nice writing to Scott, Dr. Groovy. Thanks for being such a good friend to my son. And then it says Jason, Lenore, Simon. Lenore, Mama did this back in, it looks like 95, I think it was. Yes, 95. Right down. Look at that. I mean, people have given me such beautiful things and nice artwork and things they build and so forth, and I have not thrown one away. Why would I? My wife is always like, what are you going to do with all this stuff? It's like, keep it. She goes, we need a bigger house. Like, well, I can do that, but you have to clean the damn. No, she don't clean anything. I have maids come in for her all the time. But so anyway, this is the beginning of this guitar. And if one of you end up with it after I'm dead and gone, then you know the story behind it, So I just try to help, and every now and then somebody gets it and they understand it, that I'm trying to. Whether you guys see it, me as a dick or whatever I'm best known for online, it's an honest gesture to try to help everybody, no matter how fucked up in the head I am. Whether I should actually be on camera or not is not my personal thing that I think of before I make a video. I may be in the worst condition of my life up to that point and turn the camera on and just be belligerent as hell, and it seems like I'm condescending. I'm not trying to be. I'm just fucked up. That's all. Again, not my fault, but everybody's like, he uses it for an excuse. I don't try to use it for an excuse, if that's what you fucking think. But, thanks for the folks that, get it and, deal with me, because they understand that I'm fucked up. But I've still got something to say, and if you care to hear it, I'm glad you're here. So, an awesome gift from some awesome folks, and this video will continue at some point. Like I said, it may be today, but I'm going to start right away, stripping her down, making it right, and hopefully I'll get a nice shower and comb my hair over the ugly parts and try to do a bit of justice for this and sing a song for Mama, Lenore, and put all the parts here and make this thing a mainstay with me for however long I last. But yeah, apparently with all the shit that keeps getting thrown at me, yes, this is a USA guitar. With all the problems I keep having, physically, mentally, all that stuff, yeah. And for anybody who didn't see the last one, yes, I am bipolar. That was already not taken care of, but I'm on pills for that now. I'll let you into my life. I don't care. I always have. And then now this cellulitis shit. God, it can be as much as just something that looks like a sunburn on your foot or something, or it could be something like I have. Put it this way, if anybody wants to look at what I actually look like under here, just here on YouTube, just put cellulitis, CELLULITUS, just like it sounds, and then just put head. Look at the first two videos that pop up. That's what I have going on. And that's probably what's going to take me out. Oddly enough, I thought it would be everything else, but hey, whatever. So Jason, Lenore, Simon, everybody, thank you so much for this, and this will continue, and it will be long because I know I'm wordy, because I know I repeat myself forever because it's all part of being a fucking 2-time stroke victim, man. Just rattle, 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 rattle. Don't think I don't drive my missus crazy too. But I don't remember that I've rattled forever, so I'm going to get to work on this axe and hope the FedEx man shows. And then again, I know I've said all this, but I can't stop myself because it's part of the disease of having this fucking strokes and shit. But then clean up and then put it in, put the fancy mics on and give it what it deserves and give Lenore her great Merle Haggard song. I never turned down a request for Merle. Check out Merle Haggard and Willie Nelson's new video. It's here on YouTube. It's all gone to pot. It is a great video, cool song, written by Jamie Johnson. If you guys are country, you know who the fuck it is. Just another guy that would have been with Waylon and Johnny Cash and Willie. He probably would have been another member of the Outlaws. But what a great video. It shows all the Nashville number system charts while they're in the studio doing it. I mean, whoever shot it was thinking, because they got the musician side of it on video, and us that know the Nashville number system and how country music is really recorded, and you see the studio musicians there, because nobody in Willie's band is playing on these songs. People in country music do not play on their own stuff unless you are Vince Gill or you're Brad Paisley, or if you're Keith Urban. But nobody else in those bands, or like if you have Alan Jackson, nobody in his band plays on the albums. Nobody in Reba's band plays on. That's not the way it's done. So people ask me, Scott, show me where you played with Cash and you're on one of his albums. It's like, I don't get to be on the albums. Nobody gets to be on the fucking albums. You know, you guys just don't know the way country music works. It's like no other thing on the planet. I'll do a video on it if you want, just to show you that it's the same group of like 10 people that do every song you've ever heard for the past 40 years. You know, it's Brent Mason or Dan Huff on 98% of anything that on guitar that will hit the airwaves. But it shows you those people in there and how it is done. You know, sure, most of you can do it on your home little things now, which is cool. You know, I know recording studios of real days are on their way out because we really don't need them. But some old folks still like that thing, you know, $100 an hour or $100 a minute studios out there. But anyway, I'm going to try to control myself and shut up. But again, thanks for just understanding. I'm just talking to one guy. Just thank you for everything. And I'm going to get busy on the guitar before I cry. And I'll catch you in a sec. All right, bye-bye. Okay, kitty, so it's been a couple more hours, and yeah, as you can tell, still no FedEx. Real quick, and I know nobody wants to hear this shit, but hey, with me you get to. Because I help out. When it comes to FedEx, the brown truck, USPS, every shipper out there, I never, even like 2 years ago when I sold a couple hundred guitars, and then you sell, yeah, sure, a few of them showed up broken in half and whatever. What happens with that? Did I have insurance put on there? Fuck no, not on any of them. I just give the folks their money back, and then I go straight to the courts and I sue the companies. Why? Because never once in at least probably 100 claims over my lifetime have all three of those companies, the brown truck, the FedEx, the USPS, never has one ever granted the insurance and paid it. Never. Not once, I swear. I swear to whoever you swear to. So I just go straight to the court and sue them, and I get my money every single time, pass it on to the other person, no harm, no foul, they just don't get a guitar. They don't want the broken guitar anyway, so fuck it. They're not going to pay you, period. So learn to get along with your judge, and he's going to know what you're in there for every single time. And there's no place in this town to let people pack them for you, but once somebody accepts your packaging, they are legally bound for that, not you. So if you did not have the insurance or whatever stuff, man, they still have to pay you. If you put insurance on it still, they refuse to pay it. And the judge every time will say, well, did you accept this package as is? And not that I went to ship it wrong, just because I wanted to go through the fucking hell that is doing all this, but they'll never pay it. So anyway, yeah, got to stick that in. If you've had any better luck, good for you, but not out here. Somebody also wrote, wow, man, you said you had to have exterminators come out for scorpions. Where the fuck do you live? Again, for anybody that wants to know. And I didn't answer it on there because didn't want to. Anyway, on the Nevada-Arizona border, south side on I-15, hour and a half, northeast of Las Vegas on I-15. As soon as it hits the Arizona border, then you drive 27 miles and you hit Utah. Look for it on the map. I'm right there. So scorpions, oh plenty. So anyway, here's the axe. I haven't got to, well, I don't get to play it for you yet because, like I said, I still got another half hour before my wife comes home before I can plug it all up. You're like, why didn't you wait till then? Because I'm ready to do it now and clean up the joint before she gets home. It's what I do. So anyway, people were asking about strap trims or whatever that actually go through the top loaders. That you don't load them through the back. Much better this way. You know, it's just like having a Floyd Rose. You know, double locking tremolo type thing. But this one actually works great. It's a Kaler, which generally are subpar to the good Floyd Rose. Why? Because of the locking nut being, yes, even that far past the regular nut. That's not a good idea. The Floyd Rose nut works way better. You have this much room here, 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 here to go out of tune still. Unless you go ahead and put a roller nut on there and the locking nut. Okay, and always make sure you have great little locks underneath here. You can see there's the perfect fit of the truss rod cover, which I will talk about in a second. There's so much to talk about. Again, so if you want to put a roller nut on there, your Kalers will work a lot better. Plus, always make sure, like I said, put a steel, not zinc, alloy. Make sure you get steel little guys under there so when you tighten it up, it doesn't put a groove in the damn thing, so you can hit the G-string. Twist it all you want, break it, cut all these off, it'll be fine. It does not. You don't want them to move, ever. So make sure that is taken care of. If you are able to tune something and hear a difference in tune once it's locked down, buy steel ones. Get rid of that zinc bullshit. Okay, so that was taken care of. This was taken care of. The neck had way too much relief in it, so I had to straighten it out. I had to pull off this. Yes, the locking nut. You just loosen the strings up a little bit and it will come up, and then I just kind of rest it here. Then I actually tune it back up to pitch so you can look at your relief and play your guitar till you can get, it actually takes the Gibson wrench, this one, to get in there. But as with most white guys, the shaft is not long enough to reach in there and get to it. So you have to pull that off to get in there with anything, unless you have a very, very small guitar dedicated set of wrenches, socket set. Okay, now everything looks beautiful. There was a big black, it looked like a hole going through that pick guard. Everything comes perfectly clean, and I will never stop endorsing these guys. I don't endorse them, I just recommend them. Guitar scratch remover, this stuff. Yes, that company is all I use on this entire guitar. It took off everything. The pick guard is scratch free. It had tons of marks all over the pick guard. There was all kinds of shit on the guitar, and it looks like pretty much flipping new. So there it is, all in its glory, ready to go, with everything correct. The neck is perfect. Everything plays. The whammy is perfect. It's set up flat like it's supposed to be, so it's parallel to the body. You can, of course, make it how you want by the springs in the back, and I always believe in nobody has perfect hearing, nobody has perfect pitch. You can't learn it in your sleep. You can develop close by just simply playing forever, but everything else is bullshit. Anybody else that tells you they have perfect pitch, bullshit, period. Let them hum a note and put it on a tuner, period. Your tuner's the only thing that's going to be correct. So make sure you check everything and that it comes back in tune via a tuner, not your ear. Everything is beautiful. I'll show it to you again, plugged up of course. But the string through on the top, yes, I lose my place all the time. There they are. They just run straight through there, come out on 2 sets of rollers, and you're good to go. Again, Fender. Leo Fender, he never learned to play guitar, but when George Fullerton Sr. worked for him at the original plant back in Fullerton, California. Yes, George was very important. And then George's son, George Fullerton. And they go over and they start Music Man, and then they go do G and L. All of a sudden, ASAC guitars come out, which are the Telecasters. With a lot of years behind them now, they've realized, fuck, guitars don't need strings through the fucking body for any goddamn reason. They changed the ASAT, which is the Telecaster, to no more string through the body, right through the damn bridge, like it's supposed to be. Way easier to control the slinkiness of your shit. I mean, everything's adjustable. What else did I get to adjust? Well, by golly, let me tell you, since it's a bolt-on neck, I had to shim the neck a little bit, but how'd I do that? Just unscrewed a couple screws up the bottom side, use that little access hole, put your Allen wrench in there, boom, and shim it up as much as you want, quarter turn, half turn, whatever, however big you need it, and then screw it back on, check it. If you got a glue-in neck or a Gibson or a whatever, any kind of set neck or string through, you cannot do this. People are like, well, my string through or my set neck was made in Nashville down there at Gibson, but I live in the Himalayas. Hey, that guitar is not going to work up there, kids. Yeah, it was set up at the factory, but it got it here and it's all fucked up. Of course it was. Wood and climate and temperature and your you've already got it ahead of me. It's the thing I control in my room all the time. It's humidifiers. Yeah, the humidity. It's going to rip a guitar apart, especially your finish versus whatever kind of wood you use, how it expands and contracts with each other. If the wood expands quicker than the finish, it's going to crack like a motherfucker all over the place. And the same bullshit the other way. So, guitars built like Fender would on a Model T assembly line like this. Yes, you can adjust every goddamn thing. It's a beautiful thing. That's why it turned out perfect. It's always going to turn out perfect if you get a guitar that is not like this, assembled by just mass easy parts that you can do yourself. Then you could very easily have a clusterfuck, then pay somebody a couple $100 just to get your neck halfway straight if you don't live in the same town that you bought the guitar in. Yes, it can be that drastic. You know, I can go to Utah, go 27 miles away, and all kinds of humidity and stuff there. Come over here where it's 5% all the time. That guitar's gonna get fucked up within about 2-3 days. It does, man. Fingerboards fall off and all that shit, you know, just from here to there before I can get it in the room to get it acclimated. And then you gotta glue them back on, blah, blah, blah. So, I will stand by bolt-on bullshit any day of the week because you can fix it. Anybody can fix it. Scott, make a video. You should have made a video on how you did all this shit. It's been out for years, motherfuckers. It's on eBay or on my site. Go get it. Guitar setup tips and facts for the guitar did. Yeah, you pay for that shit, or you watch all the free stuff on here and hope it's as good as mine. No, there's some good stuff on here by some people. Everything. Hey, there's the back. Perfect. What else did I replace? That. Oh, all the pickups, every flipping thing, all new, or from the other pick guard. Okay, that's about it. So I will show that to you and play it for you and do the song for Mom in a little bit. I also want to show you what everybody loves to bitch about when they see it. Scotty's workshop. Right here, kids. I usually do it right on the floor. And I always wear my robe, this robe, when I do it in. But yeah, all this shit on my table, that's my workshop. Right in here, that's my workshop. There's my drill from just a second ago. Yes, I drill it in my lap while I'm sitting Indian style. I want you guys to remember, I've said this before, but most of you don't watch every single video. If you are one of them people, here it comes. Don't go running to Dave and screaming. Everybody likes to for some fucking reason. If you have a guitar that has a neck cradle, okay, and you have the strings off, and you're going to do a fret job, I'm sorry, but that is, if you put that on a tuner right now, that guitar is extremely flat. Every string is very, very flat, and your neck is bent. It's shaped like this. If you take a guitar, turn it over this way, and just, play it, every string is going to be very sharp. Wood bends, motherfuckers. So don't trust anybody that you see with your neck, up on a little, I don't even own one, as you could tell, up on that little thing, and they start sawing and filing your frets and shit and saying, well, I'm guesstimating it. Fuck that. Do every single thing, bam, in playing position. Don't rest it on something, because that'll make it go sharp too. Okay, so you put it on your lap and you do everything. Or you put it, better yet, put it on a strap. It does make a difference. Putting it on a strap, if that's the way you play. Which way do you play most? Set it up that way or split the difference? But it both makes a difference. So, set it up how you play it. Put it in playing position, set everything up that way so that it will be perfect when you play it. You never lay it on its back and start playing just like that unless you're Jimi Hendrix and setting the fucker on fire. Then it's going to be flat anyway because it's on fire. And heat makes everything very loose and it gets flat. Put it in the cold, it gets sharp. Okay, so there's the axe. It's done. And it's beautiful and I love it. Thank you so much again, my friend. And I will continue plugging it in. My wife gets off work in about 15 minutes, so she'll be here to watch for the FedEx man who will not show up again. I just know it. Hate them fuckers. Yes, Will taught me how to talk and cuss. No, I've been here for a long time and have been dumb motherfuckering for 9 years on here. I love it. It's the way it should be. It's the way real people talk. Anybody who doesn't, they do it when you're not around. They just like to bitch at you because they can on here. Which again, I disagree with certain things and most people should not have a voice. Which again is why the comments are off. I don't feel I owe most of you jack shit. I do this because I like to do this. I don't care how many friends I make or lose. If you want to sub. If you don't, whatever. I don't care. It's a fool's game. And but if you want to learn, and if you trust me, hey, here you go. I've never once done anybody wrong. I've never told you anything wrong. Yes, I'm the guy who started the whole Tonewood debate 9 years ago on mylespaul.com and got that started. And then everybody finally came along. Duncan came along, and then Will came along finally within these last year. And everybody else is coming along trying to prove it or disprove it. And I love taking 100% credit for starting that whole thing and blowing it out of proportion and being such a bad motherfucker with my language to get kicked out of every goddamn forum in the world. Am I proud of that? Fuck yes. Because I talk just like this when I'm typing. So I get kicked out for those reasons, and then people come back to me once Will or Duncan puts their videos up. Shit, you were right, dude. It's like, well, fuck you. I know I was. Anyway, so no more blah blah, nana nanny boo boo and all that. There's the old pick guard. Here's the rag with all of this on it. Again, I put out there what does work. I know everybody again, all that's just use car rubbing compound. Fuck y'all. I can't hold my shit still because I'm fucked up. My hands are shown because my gloves shredded while doing this. I tried to do it all while. Here's the other pickups that were originally in here, my friend, for the guy I bought it from. So there they are. I haven't even looked to see how it was wired, but it was put together like that. Well, that's never a good sign right there. But everything else was the same, and the correct pots were there, and everything lines up perfectly when you have guitars that are supposed to line up perfectly. Again, if they're glued or one piece, you don't get a choice for everything to line up perfectly because it's there permanently. So again, yeah, it's a long video, so fuck it, and I'll catch you in a little bit, and I'll sing you the song just for the one person. The rest of you can either listen or shut the fuck up. And I get to thank my friend again for sending me a guitar that is going to be one that I do play. And I'm proud to have it, and it's done. It's perfect. Would I prefer a black pickguard on there? Yeah, because I love that whole black and white thing. Ebony and ivory, which totally shoots down. Scott's a major fucking racist, man. Yeah, I'll tell that to my Mexican wife when she gets home and her whole family. Anyway, yeah, it's great the way the universe works, or YouTube. Anyway, I hate YouTube. I hate everybody on it, almost. You know who you are if I like you. I've banned a couple people in the last 2 days that said, I've been your friend forever, and I've always come to your defense and your help. It's like, be a dick, you get banned. I don't care if you're the fucking president of the United States. I wouldn't ban you because you're half black and half white either. I ban you because you're a fucking dick. At least for that moment. If you were a dick for that moment, hey, sometimes I'm a dick for that moment, and I'll say, hey, I'll unblock you because I'm sorry I was the dick. And yeah, I'll come clean and let you back in. And some people come back in, some people say fuck you, and whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna put this down, clean up my mess, and get ready for my shower. And I'll see you right after that. And again, I'll have my quaff done, and I'll leave the queef word out. Nobody's here that can do such a thing yet. And so you'll hear the excellence that was Peavey. Peavey now, of course, blows major chunks because the son-in-law is running the fucking joint. He's a dick and is a dick and is a dick. So everybody, once again, go out there and hoard all the Peavey USA gear you can get a hold of, including amps, guitar amps, tons of great tube amps, solid state amps, the old musician stuff, the solo series, the older stuff that the Skinner boys use, the old bass amps and stuff like that. They're going to be huge as well. But right now, the T40 bass and the T60s are the hottest thing going this year. I told you they would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago. Told you. So those have tripled just in like 3 months. The T40s and the T60s. Everything else is right behind it. Everybody is pro Peavey USA now. So imagine that. That's why, because they deserved it back then. So again, catch you here in the next segment. See ya. Hey, okay, I'm back 4 hours later. No FedEx guy. Screw that guy. I called him up and they had no flipping clue, and they said, you got one coming up next week. It's like, no, I've got 2 coming up this week. Check your ledgers. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I'm not sleeping on the couch a third night waiting for whatever the hell is coming that I'd never got a tracking number to. People, if you're on eBay, supply tracking numbers, quit being dicks. Okay, so here you go, the Falcon. I want to let you know a couple other things I did change. I put strap locks on this thing because it had 2 different strap buttons from 8 different guitars, I think. And I also put a new jack cup in here. So remember, that's an input jack. No, I'm teasing. That is an output jack, folks. Quit calling it input for your whole life. Just because you plug a cord in it. Remember, look at your effects. You have an in and an out. Okay, your guitar is an out. The sound comes out of your guitar into the in of your effects, out of there into the next one or whatever, or out of your guitar into your amplifier. So it is an output. Yes, if you want to be really freaky, you can actually take your 100-watt Marshall and take a chord from the back of it and, play a different guitar, but set this guitar over there and put a speaker cord or a guitar cord from the back of your amplifier into the guitar and actually hear sound coming out of your pickups for about 1 second or less. But it will do that. It'll do that through a high impedance microphone too. You'll actually hear sound coming out of there because it's just a diaphragm at the speaker inside of your microphones. That's all that is. Little bitty speaker. Nothing more. Remember, I used to go to the when you were allowed to go to the junkyards when they existed, when they weren't landfills and totally buried every single day like they are here. We're not allowed to go in this whole state of Nevada. There is no such thing as a junkyard. But back in Indiana, man, it's just a treat to go, because you used to go there and get every speaker out of every car, out of everything that was there, and wire them up, with alligator clips, so I could blow as many as I could with my old Sears Silvertone Twin 12 amplifier and tube amp, first amp I ever had, and plug that sumbitch in, blow some shit up. Okay, so this is wired, the Peavey Falcon, as a typical Strat would be. It just sounds great and is good and heavy. What's it made out of? It's made out of tree wood, and all the this white stuff here, and this white stuff, and that white stuff, and this little black piece, and these white things on the back, that's tone plastic, as we know. Somebody asked me the other day if I was still using my cactus picks. Yes, I am. They said, wow, it looks different. Well, I found an albino one, so from the distance, if that same person's looking, and if I haven't blocked it yet, yes, I still use cactus picks. I got away from the Dunlop crap that I used for 30, 40 years. The good yellow 73s. And yes, I have stuck with the cactus picks from here on out. Everything else I've tried has been close, but no cigar, but cactus picks. There they are. Okay, so we're going to try, like I said, a typical Strat. Let's put it on the Strat. Yes, I took a shower. And yes, I'm covering up so you won't puke. Okay. Man, I do horrible angles. And no, I refuse, no matter what anybody tells me, to edit anything, because mostly aren't worth it. If anybody wants the truth. Okay, sometimes it hurts. Okay, so, yeah, I'll go pick up 1, pick up 2, or these 2, or position 2. 3 is in the middle, 4 is these 2, and 5 is the neck. All right, so turn off this microphone. Here's position 1, right back here, and bridge pickup only. Okay, position 1. Here's number 2, the middle and the bridge. Fucking A. No compressors, nothing. This is, check out the spring reverb that is on the fake Johnson J station through the Johnson J 8-foot controller. The reverb's pretty convincing, man. I bet some Dick Dale man would get off on. My diddling fingers just aren't working tonight. Can't get even going. I'll go hang with the missus and try them out later. Okay, in the middle, I never use it. I always wish that would be like a telly and just be the bridge in the middle, the bridge in the neck, I'm sorry, which it is on a lot of my other axes, but I can wire this one that way if I want to. But for now, stock, so you know what they sound like. It's a middle pickup. Hate it. Never have used it. Okay, here's it. Okay, some country Hendrix, yeah, what the hell. Okay, my favorite position, number 4. And again, if you guys ever do reviews on guitars and never do it with the clean sound, you're a sack of shit and should be shot. Always remember to do a clean sound, whether you like it or not. Some people like to hear the sound of the guitar instead of your processing. Okay, so here we go. Just had to say it. Just to be a little bit more of a dick today. Yeah, I'm on one. I'm on about 30, actually. You guys want to come over and have a party? All right, here we go. Position number 4. Again, no effects other than that fake spring reverb that sounds so ungodly believable, and everybody laughs at these things, but yeah, I sound so much better than you guys do. Not by playing, but my tone kicks your ass on this 1980s processor. Hell yeah. Okay, last one, the neck position. Don't it sound fucking gorgeous? I've been telling you guys to get these guitars forever. Don't listen to Scotty. Don't listen to Scotty. I'm glad a few of you have, but fuck. Compare this to my Strats. Compare it. Bitches. Alright, neck pickup. Same setting. Again, a cascading effect I did on the last video. Somebody wanted to try to get it slow. I'll play it slow. Alright, and try to get it again. That sounds great, man. I'll do that one for you really slow right after this, just to hear the whole chords and stuff. Okay, here's a little cascading lick with a different, brighter sound from my buddy that wanted to catch it. It's on my very, 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 very first video, just my 2-hour country thing, or whatever else I called it, country, what the hell, I don't know. It's got another name, but hey, ask me later when I care. Of course I muffed it, but it's... Okay, yeah, I got it better on the last video, but hey, so that's the way the axe sounds. Everything else is nothing but flipping effects. Let's see if there are any I like as I just chug through a couple. Groovy. Let me turn off this mic.
Thank you.
Goddamn earphones coming out. Oh, I slipped out. Worst 80s sound I think I've got right there. Okay, anyway, so that's the guitar. That there guitar. Turn my processor back where I like it. Where do I like it? I like it here. With a compressor, that's nice right there. God, how cool is that one? Okay, and fine. And it's in perfect tune. Why? Because Dr. Groovy put the motherfucker together. That's why it's in fucking tune. Okay, it's time for Merle Haggard. Yeah, I said it. I'm not even going to tune up. I'm just going to set up a vocal mic and do it for the folks who gave me this flipping guitar, which is awesome. You can tell it's just flipping amazing. And again, it's just the Peavey Falcon USA. Buy the old shit, folks. I'm not steering you wrong. If I can make it sound this good with my trash that I'm plugged into, no real amplifiers, fuck. And what am I using? See if this is still working. Yeah, I'm just plugging straight through a little tiny PV board and through Audacity and the sound card at the back of this cheap ass computer. That's it, motherfuckers. So anyway, I'm Merle Haggard. I'm not going to use no backing tracks or anything. I'm just going to play this guitar and just post the words up here and read them off the wall. And thanks again for the guitar, guys. Appreciate it. And I'll try not to suck the song up too bad. If you guys hate country music, number one, fuck you. Number two, turn the shit off now because it's getting ready to get all kinds of yee-haw up in this motherfucker. Talk to you soon. Bye. The first thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing and a young one's dream of growing up to ride.
on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound, and no one could change my mind, but Mama tried. One and only rebel child from a family meek and mild, my mama seemed to know what lay in store. Despite all my Sunday learning, towards the bad I kept on turning till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right. Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but in her pleading I denied. Leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Dear old daddy left us so, left Mama heavy low. She tried so very hard to fill his shoes, working hard without rest, wanted me to have the best. She tried to raise me right, but I refused. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right. Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but in her pleading I denied. Leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried.